My name's Matt Dass and I'm the Managing Director of Eon Visual Media. We're a media production company based in Hull. We produce videos, 2D, 3D animations, websites and apps. And before I get started, I want to apologise for the crappy superhero name ever. Chameleon Man. Chameleon Man came about because Spider-Man had already gone and I always wanted to be Spider-Man. And my talk today is around change and how change has affected me and my business over the last 10 years, and also some examples on how other people and other businesses have embraced change. Therefore, the name of my talk today is Vote for Change, a subtle but I think necessary hint given the nature of today's event, or hashtag Vote for Change if you're tweeting. Broken down into two parts. The first part is around change for creativity. I'm a big fan of music. It's been ingrained in me since birth, really. My nana, although she was blind, was a singer in the pubs and clubs of East Hull. My granddad used to support her, playing the spoons and the mouth organ. And my mother is always the first on the karaoke. And when you look back at some of the most successful recording artists of all time, they all have one thing in common, the ability to change. Whether that's the Beatles, who went from mop-top popsters to 60s psychedelic LSD lovers, to accomplished 70s recording artists, or Bob Dylan, who went from a folk hero to an anti-hero by plugging in an electric guitar in 1965 at the Newport Folk Festival, and still continues to change to this day. Or David Bowie, started off with psychedelic folk, changed into the glam rocker Ziggy Stardust. They're all great because they change. And it's not just music. Art is another passion of mine. Does anybody know who painted this? No? The next one's a bit more recognisable. Jackson Pollock. Jackson Pollock realised he needed to change for his creativity. He went on to become one of the most successful and recognisable artists of all time. Second part of my talk is about changing to supply-demand. As technology and innovation changes, the demand on products and services change. And there's a couple of brilliant examples, which I'll show you in a minute, over the last 20 years, how companies have really supplied that demand. Take Apple. They've gone from moving beige boxes to supplying MP3 players, set-top TV boxes, mobile telephones. This is the latest one. You need really long pockets for this one. iPhone 10. And if the rumours are to be true, watches, just round the corner. And they've just bought Beats, the headphones manufacturer. BMW is another great example of that. Look at their product line 20 years ago, BMW. They had a 3 Series, a 5 Series, and a 7 Series, and something called a Z1. You look at their product range today. They've got a 1 Series, 2 Series, 3 Series, 4 Series, 5 Series, 6 Series, 7 Series, X1, X3, X5, X6, Z4. You name it, they've got a product to supply your demand. Brilliant. Both great in supplying products to supply that demand. And this is something that we've seen at Eon over the last 2 to 3 years. This is a chart of how our business was split in 2012. And what this shows that the majority of our work, not surprisingly, was in the video and the web side of our business. App development at 2.5%. If we move it on to 2013, we had a big spike in our animation business, mainly due to the 3D side. 26% growing, and the app development's grown from 2.5% to 10%. The next slide shows you our forecast for 2014. Look at the app development, 25%. A quarter of everything we do this year, we wasn't doing 3 years ago. We've changed. I hope that you can vote for change. Thanks.